Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my channel, Fish Den 365, and welcome back to Topwater Tuesday. Today, we're going to review an extremely unique bait. It's a new bait made by Megabass. It's called the Megabass Karashi. That's what I'm talking about. So before we get started with the Karashi, I'd like to just make an appeal for you to hit that like button if you're enjoying my videos. Don't forget to do that. That helps me grow the channel. And also, if you haven't done so yet and you are able to, please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out as well. Helps me to continue to be able to bring you the content that I bring. So let's talk about this Karashi. So I first heard about this bait from the good folks at Tactical Bassin, Matt Allen and Tim Little. They were talking about this bait and I thought, boy, this is an interesting looking bait. And I thought, well, I have to try it out for myself. They talk about how they like to fish it on their channel. I've tried fishing in a number of different ways. I was just kind of experimenting with it, and we'll show you that footage in a little bit. But this is a really unique bait. It's a different kind of design. I look at it as a bait finesse bait. You can throw it on a spinning rod, obviously, but I threw it on the bait finesse rod. It's a very small bait. The feather tail makes it look a little bit bigger. The hooks are tiny. I don't know if they're 8s or 10s, but there's small hooks on there. The bait has some nice eyes, and it has a shape that it's kind of like a jerk bait without a lip. And it works that way a little bit too. The thing that is really unique about this thing is when you throw this out there, it doesn't float, but it doesn't sink either. Like, it's really strange. It'll go under the surface an inch, maybe 2 inches, and it just stays there. And when you work this bait, you can twitch your rod and it'll dart. And this one, when you twitch the rod and work it, it is an extremely erratic action to it. It goes all over the place. You know, it does walk the dog, but it's very erratic in its motions. And I think that's the main positive to the lure. The fish don't know what's coming next. And I had a couple where I was fishing that actually jumped out of the water after it because they were just so excited by the action that it gave. And so I did this at Topwater Tuesday because you can fish this bait on top very easily. As soon as it lands in the water, if you start twitching it, it's going to come up. And it might just be, just the back might be out of the water. It might be like subsurface. It'll make a wake. But if you increase the speed, it starts to jump out of the water, go back in, jump out of the water like an injured, like a scared bait fish. And so I fished it that way. We'll show you how that looks on the video here in a few seconds. Again, it's a very light bait. You can throw it on light line with a spinning rod. I chose to use my BFS outfit, which has 8-pound test spider wire braid on it and 6-pound test Berkeley monofilament leader. And yeah, this thing, it's just crazy how it works in the water. And I'm looking forward to trying it where smallmouths swim. Where I was fishing and showing you the video, it's a largemouth lake, but I really think this thing will be dynamite where there's smallmouths. I'm sure it catches everything, spotted bass, largemouth, but I'm looking forward just personally throwing it for smallmouths. Now, I don't remember the name of this color, but it's pretty unique. It's got some gold in it and some clearness to it. The tail has mylar and so it's bluish. I ordered a couple other colors just to have some different colors. You know, I'm trying to match the forage of wherever I'm fishing and make the color look similar to whatever the forage is. This does look like a little alewife or a little emerald shiner, really like an emerald shiner. If I have those in the system I'm fishing, then this is one that I definitely want to throw out there for them. Now, it's Topwater Tuesday, and so we're looking at this as a topwater bait, and it's going to catch me fish. I'm looking forward to using this one in the future. You know, again, just like that last week's video where we talked about the Zip and Ziggy, looking forward to fishing that more. This one's another one. This could also be a real good killer in the rivers, just like, you know, that one would be. This being smaller, you know, it could be better on those days when the fish are even more shy. But there's another way that I would like to be able to fish this. I wish I can get it near the bottom and fish the way it fishes. Like, it's really, really erratic. And when you stop, it just sits there. It doesn't go up or it doesn't go down. It just kind of sits there. and then you can move it again. So you can stop this bait and not worry about it, sinking to the bottom and snagging. It just kind of, it suspends. And so I got to thinking down the road, and I'll share this if I do this and have success with it. I wonder how this would work on a Carolina rig, where you would have the weight, 3-4 feet up the line. That way you could chuck it a long way out, get that weight to go down to the bottom. This thing would come down to, and then I would move it erratically with that weight, but trying to make this bait move like it does near the surface, but down closer to the bottom for when the fish are down. Because we got some wintertime fishing. It won't be long before the water's cold and the topwater bite's gone. But yet I can't help but think that if I can get something to work like this near the bottom, look out, I'm going to catch fish, especially where smallmouth swim. So if I ever do get to experiment with that, with the Carolina rig, I will let you know. I don't think anybody's done anything like that yet, and I don't know how successful I can be with it, but it's worth experimenting with. Well, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this bait. I mean, I'm wondering if, what's your experience? Please comment if you've had a chance to play around with this Karashi, and let me know what you think and what you caught on it and what you think its strengths and weaknesses, pros and cons are. Always like to know that for all the different baits. That's how we grow together as a community with this channel, how we all become better fishermen.
Hey, these ankles are really, really good. Yum.
Snarf, spit those out. Those are my Senkos. Come on, man. Don't you know those things are not for human consumption?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly human. Duh!
Don't give me no back talk, Snark. You know what I meant. And not for you either. You swallow those Senkos, you're gonna get sick. You could die.
You're just overreacting. I'll be fine.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I gotta put all those. He spit them out all over the place. So I'm gonna have to put them away now. All right. Okay, let's take it to the water. God, wow. Oh, that was pretty cool. A giant. Well, that's our bait for today, the Megabass Karashi. Hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to getting out in the water and getting you more content soon. Hope to see you on the water. Be safe out there, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.